Hey everybody, it's Andrew Hutchings with you here, still not a doctor, still never giving medical advice, and if it seems like I am, I'm just consolidating information, putting it into one place along with my opinion. In this video, really short and simple, Viagra, well, could Viagra be like a replacement for hCG? Or not a replacement, but what if you were not able to access hCG and you wanted to turn on testicular function, or possibly turn it on while you have exogenous hormones or steroids in your body, could you use Viagra? The answer is, we don't really know, but perhaps you could, because it has been shown that Viagra increases testosterone synthesis in the testicles independently of luteinizing hormone. In fact, the increase in testicular activity that it causes signals luteinizing hormone to decrease. So if you were to not be on anything and you take Viagra, you actually are screwing with your HPTA, but you're not getting it to work harder like if you took an aromatase inhibitor or a SERM. You're actually shutting yourself down a little bit, as odd as it seems, because it's been shown to increase testosterone. But that's why it's possible that if you were on steroids cycling off and you took Viagra, that it could get your testicles up and running a little bit before the HPTA kicks in and sends the luteinizing hormone to turn them on. Just like you would not normally, just like you might take hCG to get the testicles up and running independently of luteinizing hormone, you might be able to take Viagra to do the same thing. How strong is its effect? I don't remember exactly, because I read the studies quite a while ago. I just randomly thought of it right now. But I remember it was pretty substantial. I don't remember for what duration of time. These are things you should look into. But yeah, Viagra may be able to kickstart testicular function when there is no luteinizing hormone, because your HPTA is shut down. But that you do eventually need your luteinizing hormone to come back. Well, perhaps you could just take Viagra forever, who knows, but like, to be normal, not have to take any drugs, you need your HPTA to eventually kick back on and produce luteinizing hormone. So the Viagra would definitely not be a replacement for a post-cycle therapy. It just might be a way to get the testicles themselves working. Because sometimes it's good to get a body part working, even though it's not getting its normal signal to make it work. The same reason people take hCG, because even though it's not restarting their HPTA, it's getting the testicles up and running so that when they do get the signal, they're ready to go. Yeah, like imagine if you were in the Arctic, really freezing cold, sitting on the ground, and your like heart rate's down really low and you just have no energy and stuff. Someone starts poking you with a stick and saying to run, you're like, I'm not going anywhere. I gotta like warm up for this. And then you start kind of like focusing on it. Your brain gets your heart to start beating a little faster, hopefully, if you have the bodily resources, because you're not like dying. You start moving around a little bit, get your blood flowing a little more, moving around a little bit more. Maybe you start standing up. Then you start walking really slow, and then you eventually go faster, faster, faster. It's kind of like your testicles. Whereas the hCG or the Viagra could be like if you... There's no perfect analogy, but it's like if the guy was warmed up by some external force. Like if you lit a fire next to him, warmed him up, and then poke him with the stick and say, hey, go run. And you gave him adrenaline at the same time to get his heart rate pumping everything through his body. Not a perfect analogy, but I hope you get the point. I hope you like this video, and you can check out my other videos You can check out my Instagram, natural_true_fitness. By the time you watch this video, you can probably check out my website, andrewhutchings.org. No dashes, no underscores. You can hire me for training advice, even though so many people are like, oh, you can achieve your physique in a year or whatever. I like to believe that you can't achieve my physique in a year. I mean, if you have the best genetics in the whole world, I'm sure you could, but most people can't. And it does not hurt my feelings when someone's like, oh, what you've done can be done in 6 months. Sure it can. Why don't you go do it and then get back to me and say it can be done in 6 months? I mean, you can get in good shape in 6 months. I'll help you to. But you're not going to look just like me in 6 months unless you look like I did 6 months ago. Because it takes time to put on more tissue. Yes, you can put on fat pretty quickly. You can grow pretty quickly if you're going through puberty. You can put on muscle tissue really quickly if you're going through puberty or if you're on a bunch of steroids. But if you're not going through puberty, not taking steroids, not growing for some reason, it takes quite a bit of time to force your body to put on muscle tissue because it doesn't want to. So that's why you have to tell your body you need this muscle tissue. That's what you do when you work out hard. You can also hire me for diet advice. And don't worry, my diets are not boring or annoying. I mean, you can drink your alcohol. You can eat whatever you want, actually. I'm just going to tell you, maybe sometimes you need to eat a little bit less of that. Or maybe eat this more towards this time of the day, towards that time of the day. Yeah, I recommend listening to me because it's an enjoyable way to go about things and you get good results. You can also hire me for supplement advice. You can also hire me to explain the ingredients in the supplements to you. And I can let you know if I really think it's worth it or if it's like, maybe you get 1% benefit for $100 a month. Do you really want to spend your money on that? And you can hire me for consolidation of medical information that I put into one place along with my opinion. Because you can't hire me for medical advice. That would be illegal. So I just consolidate the information. I give an opinion. Perhaps someday if I'm a doctor, you can hire me for actual medical advice. But until I'm a licensed doctor, you cannot do that. And you can stare at my cat for a little bit before I stop the video. Or you can just stop right now, hit like and subscribe. And do hit like and subscribe, especially if you like the video. And leave a comment. I think I got a hater or something, because I noticed recently all my new videos got 1 dislike. Gotta wonder why someone gave my videos a dislike. I mean, I don't really care. I just think it's funny that someone would be jealous or dislike them or something. Who knows? Maybe they don't like my hair. Maybe they don't like my personality. I don't know. Because the information's good information. It's great information. So yeah. Like and subscribe. And comment.